We'd like to thank Rob Cordes and the Carroll Community School District for having us. Got a couple announcements first. This weekend's Carroll Fest. The people with Carroll Fest shirts, they can explain all what's going on. I think it starts Saturday morning till Saturday night. And next week, coffee is at Harold Barrow's Community Room from 8 to 9 for Quakerdale. Thank you, and I'll let Rob do his thing.
Thank you. As Andy said, I'm Rob Cordes, Superintendent here at Carroll Community. We'd like to welcome you. The reason for the coffee is about a year ago we started a project of installing a secure entrance, and so during the school day now, the only way into the building will be through the administrative offices area. And so, and then we also put on the 5th grade pod as a result of some great reconfiguration. Fairview was pretty packed with students with the implementation of 4-year-old preschool, and so we were short of classroom space there. And so we moved 3rd grade out of Fairview, moved those students to Adams Elementary, and moved 5th grade from Adams Elementary out here to the middle school. And so, as I said to the staff in a letter to them this summer is that if there was a theme for this school year, that theme would be change. And so we'll be going through a great deal of change in a lot of different ways. And when we're done here, we would like you, if you haven't, to go down the hallway till you hit the orange doors. Take a left, and that will be the 5th grade pod, and you can go ahead and go through there and take a look at that. And so, but before we do that, a couple introductions. First, I'd like to introduce members of the board that are here. So if I missed you, make sure that you wave your hand. I saw Kim Tiefenthaler. Kim is the board president. Laverne Dirks, board vice president. Dwayne Horsley is here as a board member. I saw Jen Munson here as a board member. The other member is Dan Tiefenthaler, and Dan's probably out playing with pigs right now, so he was busy. I also like to introduce the administrative staff that works at the district. Sue Ruck is the elementary principal at both Fairview and Adams. Diane McCanny is the assistant elementary principal. Jerry Raymond is the middle school principal. Corey Hyman, sorry Corey. Corey Hyman is the dean of students here at the middle school. Tammy McKenzie is high school principal. Tammy was the assistant principal at the high school for a few years and has assumed the principal's position. Larry Leslie, Larry will be the dean of students at the high school, and he is in a new position this year. Last year he was with the district as a juvenile court liaison officer, and so we've had some change there as well. The last introductions I would like to make, we have our new teachers. New teachers began today, and so I'd like to introduce them. As I call your name, if you just wave for us first, or just so we can recognize you. Brady Aischeit. Brady is going to be the ag instructor. Andrea Gatch. Andrea will be a special education teacher at Adams Elementary. Molly Hughes. Molly will teach 2nd grade at Fairview. Caitlin Kaufman. Caitlin will teach 8th grade math here at the middle school. Brenda Lindgren. Brenda is a 2nd grade teacher at Fairview. Jamie Meyer. Jamie is a 5th grade teacher here at the middle school. Jamie also did a long-term sub job for us last year in 5th grade. And so, Meg Modi. Meg is a 1st grade teacher, and just to show you how gosh darn old I am, both of Meg's grandmothers taught for me in another district. And so, not her mother, her grandmother. Both of them.
You're old.
Tell me about it. Got a heck of a lot older since I moved to Carroll. Ashley Kogi. Ashley is a 3rd grade teacher at Adams Elementary, and so we welcome them, and hope you help us welcome them to our community. We're glad to have them here. Lastly, as I said, the 5th grade pod and the secure entrance was about $1.2 million project. The general contractor was Rotor Construction. Both Keith and Dale are here, and we certainly thank them for their work. They started about a year ago. Of course, with any construction project, you have a few loose ends to tie up, but for the most part, that project is completed down there. If you've been around the district, you can see there's a few other construction projects going on. But we certainly want to thank Rhoda Construction. When we started this, and I got to thinking about having 6th, 7th, and 8th grade kids around a construction project made me a little bit nervous. And we had construction meetings about once a month. And the only thing I can picture those is going to those meetings and hearing the contractors complain about how these kids are getting in their way and this and that. And we never heard that through the whole project. And so I really commend all the folks that worked on this project, the subcontractors as well. A couple of those guys are here today. Lorman Electric. Lorman did the electrical part of this project, and Dries did the mechanical and HVAC. Holly's here too, and so we thank them for that. 95% of the folks that did work on this project were local contractors, and we're just really pleased with that part of it. And so with that, thank you for coming. Appreciate your attendance this morning, and make sure you hit the 5th grade pod before you leave. But Sarah said also you can't leave the lunchroom until you take a cinnamon roll. So make sure you grab one of those before you leave.